Guys, welcome back to our very first TSW Monday Night Wrestling. This is the show that replaced NXT, and we're about to get it started here live from St. Louis, Missouri. We have a lot of things to go over tonight. This is going to be a little bit more of one of our normal shows. We're going to start figuring out who our Money in the Bank briefcase holders are, and we are going to debut not only a new ring tonight, not only several new wrestlers, but we are also going to debut the men's TSW survival title belt. And I got to tell you, it looks good. Bridgie Wedgie. It looks really good. So, we're going to see that tonight. We are going to see the return of Syxx's Army, Miss Nightmare, and Miss Scorpion. Maybe Miss Frost. She might be hanging out. But right now, we are going to figure it out. Who is going to be the Money in the Bank title holder for the ladies? That's going to be decided between Miss Nightmare, Tjones, and Misti Watson of the nWo. Now, if this is the first time you're joining us, I make all the wrestlers, we make all the title belts. I do not control any of the wrestlers. I am watching exactly what you are.
Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Kansas, Tjones.
Now, normally when we have these triple threat matches or these, multiple people matches, normally they're elimination matches. This is not an elimination match. It only takes one pinfall to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Once we have a winner for that, the ladies, anytime the world title is on the line, can cash that briefcase in for a shot at the TSW World Championship.
And her opponents, first, representing the nWo, from Austin, Texas, the Grim Reaper, M. Watson.
What is going on, Dragonov? Welcome to the stream, brother. You will be wrestling tonight for the brand new TSW Survival Championship. I'm telling you, the belt looks really good. Super good. I think we're up to about 54 wrestlers now. We've got a little ways to go still, but we almost have all of the TSW wrestlers, at least on the women's side. So, progress, you know what I mean? That's progress. And now, with a slightly different look,
legacy from wherever she wants, the prototype Miss Nightmare.
What's going on, Jane? Welcome to the stream. Jane will be with her new tag team partner tonight, Kezzaboo, challenging the New World Order for the women's tag team titles. Nightmare re-debuting, quite a bit different look since Sting is no longer officially in the game. Neither is his face paint, so we had to do some stuff for Sting's Army. So a little bit different look. Remember, one pinfall in this match right now will win the match. This is not an elimination match. And Misti on another level getting after it, takes out TJ's legs. But you can see Miss Nightmare, just like before, quite a bit bigger than most of the wrestlers. Misti just letting the feet fly. Nobody's getting in on those feet right now. And what was TJ doing? She might have seen somebody she knew in the crowd. Now, this is the first time we're getting to see this arena, so there may be some slight changes moving forward. We'll just have to keep an eye on it and see how it works out. Oh, little flippity-dippity to Miss Nightmare. What is funny about that move, though, you would think it's not a real wrestling move. It is real. That is a real move that you will see real wrestlers do in a match. Not many, but some. It's kind of like almost your Rey Mysterio-esque type move. I don't know what is going on, though. Right now, Misti is really handling the business. TJ looking to get things turned back around right here. And TJ, I am dying to see it. I have not seen it yet. I want to see TJ's finishing move more than anything, the Golden Hammer, and see what it looks like in this game. Look, Miss Nightmare doing a little Hogan-esque pose, but cuts it off in the middle. Again, goes for the crossbody on Misti while she's down. Misti tries to roll out, and you can tell there is a definite difference. A definite difference in size between Miss Nightmare and TJ. And oh my gosh! Truly the most electrifying move in all of wrestling. It has never been kicked out of in real life, so that is amazing. Miss Nightmare kicks out of it. But we call that Red's Redemption here. The WWE calls it the end of days. For 12 years, that move has never been kicked out of. And TJ, while these two are getting ready to go after it, picks up a sledgehammer. Yeah, me too. I love how a lot of this is all the changes with the camera angles and how it works. I think it sucks you in a lot more. Okay, so we've got somebody went out. Miss Nightmare got a kendo stick. TJ got that. Misti goes and gets Totes' bat. Tries to hit, but nobody. Oh, TJ now hits Misti right in the knee with that sledgehammer. Misti did not appreciate it, though, and TJ said she doesn't care what she appreciates. She's going to get it again. A big slap, a right hand, a cross body chop, and then a drop kick to Miss Nightmare. Chops her down to size. And could we be seeing it for the first time? This could be the Golden Hammer. Fingers crossed. And it was not. It was not the Golden Hammer. That was a missile drop kick. And I'm no expert, but I was going to say, I don't think she's going to get this move off. Miss Nightmare enjoys posing more than she does wrestling, I think. Misti goes to hit Miss Nightmare to break that up. Misses that, hits the ref instead. What is Misti doing? She's just posing too. Now everybody's posing. She's like, look, Miss Nightmare's not the only one with muscles. I got some too. Watch my moves. Watch my grooves. What's going on, Sub-Zero? Welcome to the stream. And a crazy, especially for the size, off the top. Misti's going to hit TJ with it. Hits her with Red's Redemption. 1, 2, and only 2. Only a 2 count. So now she has hit Red's Redemption on both of them. And both have kicked out. Now we know if I called that move the end of the days, it couldn't be kicked out of. That'd be the rules. It's what the WWE, if you guys aren't really big into the wrestling, but behind the scenes, it's called a protected finishing move. And there's Miss Nightmare's finishing move called the Bone Crusher on Misti. TJ still down 2, 3, and Miss Nightmare will walk away with the first women's Money in the Bank briefcase, so she can challenge at any time.
Miss Nightmare.
She can pull. No, you're not Sub-Zero. But she can pull. Yeah. Yeah. That's why she calls it the Bone Crusher. But she can call her out right now. She could have called her out immediately, cashed in that Money in the Bank, and then Shyanne, our brand new TSW Women's Champion, would have to have it on the line tonight. She could do it in the middle of a match while it's being defended, or she could do it right before the match and turn any one-on-one match into a triple threat match. So, crazy. Speaking of new champions, we have TSW's brand new women's television champion, Witcher, going to defend her title versus Miss Scorpion, making her debut for the first time this year as well, or this season. I keep saying year, you know what I mean? Who knows? Nobody knows, Sub-Zero. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes. It's a long story on why. But you could, who knows? Quite the entrance, though. That is quite the entrance.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match and is for the Women's Television Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing Legacy from the City of Angels, Miss Scorpion.
Here's the other crazy thing, too. Soon, I just figured out a little while ago, like right before the game came out, and then we were limited. This is why Sub-Zero is not debuting. I had to delete a lot of the characters, and he was one of them for now. But so far, I've added about 9 more wrestlers. I've added 3 or 4 more title belts. I've added another show, and it's stayed steady. Nothing's crashed yet. Fingers crossed. Hope I didn't just jinx us right there. So now I'm starting to add things back in. And one of the things that we are going to see as far as me adding things back in are a few, like the Corporation, the nWo, and the Horsemen. We will add in custom videos where they will be the ones up on the screen. So that's going to be coming over the next few episodes. We'll start adding 1 or 2, maybe 3 of those back in there. We can't add too many. We can't do it for every single one. There's not the memory to do it, but we will add a few of them back in there.
And introducing the champion from Arlington, Texas. She's the Women's Television Champion, the Witch.
Another decision that I made about 5 minutes ago, all the women's titles are going to be white belts. All the men's titles are going to be black, or except for the hardcores, a different color. But all the women's championships are going to be the white title belts. All the men's will be the black title belts. That way they're still distinctive, because there's a few of the title belts that are very, very, very similar, because there's a men's version and a women's version. So we've kept them similar, but just to add a little bit more distinction to them, we'll do that. And there is going to be a very, very cool match that I said we would do a long time ago, and I couldn't get it done because we had to move from 2K20 to 2K19. But now in 2K22, we can do it. Nobody has asked for it yet. I am shocked. It was the #1 requested match, and I'm pretty sure it comes up next. Not next. It comes up after next. So it'll be our 4th match of the night. Look at that belt, though. I think some of these belts look even sharper with the white belt versus the black belt. So Miss Scorpion does look very similar to how she looked in the last one. Had to do a few things, but we got it in there. I would not want to get hit with a left elbow from Witcher. She dropped that left elbow down. That would be all over but the crying for me. I'd be like, oh, I'm out. I'm sorry. I apologize for everything I ever did. And I do like our Monday night venue. A little bit smaller crowd size, a little bit more intimate. And look at that. Miss Scorpion right out of the gate tries to get things going. Witchers turns it back around. I was going to say, maybe neither one of them is going to be allowed to get off a move, but Witcher gets it off, throws her into that side turnbuckle. And Miss Scorpion recovers a lot faster than I thought she would have. Yeah, the belts are on a completely new level. Crazy. Witcher off the top rope, down on Miss Scorpion. And the television title belts for the men and the women will be defended 100% of the time. So you always know we'll have at least 1 or 2 title belts on the line. They won't be defended at pay-per-view events, but they will be defended at television events. So crazy helicopter move. The only other person we've ever really seen do that is Kedri. Not sure if Kedri still does it. We'll have to wait and see if he does it in the match. But Witcher now takes this outside, and she has turned this into a brawl. Which, hey, that's kind of what you expect from bikers, you know what I mean? And I wonder if we'll see Sting again, now that we're starting to see the 3 women he trained back in the ring. I'm sure Sting might be hanging around somewhere, maybe up in the rafters, keeping an eye on how the action's going. Oh, big knee. Witcher rolls back out of the corner, and Miss Scorpion stays on her. Whips her into the corner again. And something else, if I haven't pointed it out, or you haven't been on while I pointed it out, you have to watch their faces, and their bodies even will take bruising and damage. Even the women will. The only difference is you will not see the women bleed. They won't do it. Although, about a month ago, some ladies in NXT were bleeding. Kind of went against what the WWE was supposed to do. So, 2, almost a 3 count. That was a lot closer than I thought. But Witcher kicks out right at the beginning. I'll check it out, Sub-Zero. Is Witcher gonna, yeah, Witcher gets that, kicks out of it, tries to get back on top of it, gets her. Now she takes her over to the corner. Says, I did not appreciate you doing that to me. And a big body block. And now takes her back outside again. I'm going to tell you, this probably is going to be Witcher's MO. Little barroom brawl. Little biker fight. And wow, have not seen the guillotine neckbreaker and then go right back into a drop kick. So that is quite the deal there. Witcher delivering low elbows down on Miss Scorpion, trying to wear down her body to set her up. Remember, women's television title on the line right now. And if you were trying to break into the division and get to know, that would be the title to win because it's going to be defended at least twice a week. Gives you a lot of exposure, and it's kind of a springboard into something else. Oh, up to the top rope, Hurricane Rana back down onto the mat. Now laying the boots, goes up to the second rope. Don't know if Miss Scorpion even sees this coming. And two big knees right under the, what? In an Undertaker-esque type fashion, Miss Scorpion, the lights go out. She ends up back behind Witcher. Did not know she had that ability. The only other person we've ever seen that happen with is The Undertaker and Sting. And since Sting has trained these women, maybe he's taught them the secret. Had to have, because they know it. But Witcher looks like she recovers. That could have went down in a worse fashion, especially if Miss Scorpion had a finishing move, which apparently did not. Witcher puts her up at what we like to call the stake. And she taps out. Witcher retains the TSW Women's Television title. What a great match that was.
Here is your winner, and still Women's Television Champion, The Witch.
So her first match since signing her new contract, Miss Scorpion could not take advantage of it and walk away with the title. Witcher holds her off, and now this is a very special match. We are going to get to see, for the first time, the nWo of old take on the nWo of new. Yeah, you don't have to keep saying that, Sub-Zero. I got it. No worries. Yeah, great. Welcome to the Streamlined. Yeah, that is quite the time. Lion King Simba is also going to be with Dragonov in our very first TSW Survival match, fighting for the new belt. Now, this match is how we are going to determine factions fighting against factions. So we're going to see how it works for the first time here. But this is a 4-man tag team on both sides. Elimination match.
The following contest is an 8-man tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 1,022 pounds, Syxx, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hollywood Hogan, the nWo.
What a crazy entrance for the nWo. 4-man entrance. The original nWo coming down to the ring. Because we can't have our commissioner come down to the ring, I have heard it from our commissioner that Hollywood Hogan reached out and requested this match against the new World Order, which we all know how that went down. And Totes has already said these guys pay him to be able to wear their logos. But that is an amazing entrance. Yeah, you're going to be fighting for the survival, the TSW men's survival title belt, so there will be 6 of you. Hey, Kyle, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. So I don't think the other team will come out with all 4 people. We'll have to see. I don't know. The first time we're seeing this. But you've got the new nWo versus the old nWo. It's going to be interesting to see how this all goes down.
And at a combined weight of 502 pounds, the nWo.
McWayne, brother, welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. McWayne's going to end up being a wrestler here before long, too. Yeah, so you have the new version of the nWo versus the old version of the nWo. Should be interesting, but because this is a 4-man elimination, like it's not first person to tag wins. This could be quite the battle. That was exactly right, Dragonov. Yeah, you got to see something crazy, right? We got to have some kind of crazy match going on. This isn't even the only crazy match we're going to have of the night. This might be the craziest, though. Just waiting for the other 2 guys to get down to the ring, and then we'll see how this all plays out. Yeah, McWayne starts showing up in these streams. He's going to end up as a wrestler. That's all you got to do. Kyle probably, this second time I've seen Kyle in the stream, maybe 3rd, 4th, I don't know. Kyle's going to end up as a wrestler. That's just how it works. I am on the East Coast. I'm Central Time, but I'm from Alabama.
154 pounds. The Order.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm from Texas. I live in Alabama. I've lived in Alabama for a long time, and probably that's where I'll be for a while. Been here 10 years already. Totes my goats. It's Cray Cray Dorbs. Blood Brothers back. Now, something I noticed when they were walking down, they've already renamed themselves something else. And they didn't say they were necessarily in the nWo. We know Totes owns all the rights now to the nWo, but we also know that Rob Lee is the leader of the nWo. So, but they said the Order, so that might be something we want to keep an eye on. It can indeed. Nice. I will probably be up around that way in about 45 days or so. My job, I travel a lot. So Syxx getting on Kempty right away. Now these two probably match up pretty well, I would think. At least size-wise they do. And I don't think that the new World Order. Oh, love that camera shot. What is this? Nice move on the outside. That is exactly something I would expect to see from Syxx. I don't. I am I'm in the RV business, but I am what they call the director of acquisitions. So when we buy new stores, I go out and make them our stores and help train all the people and get them turned over to their region as quickly as possible. Yeah, I think it's in about 2 matches, Simba. It hasn't happened yet. Has not happened yet. The next match is also, it'll be the first time you've ever seen the next match, and it is the #1 requested match since we have started this thing. I just think you guys forgot about it because I said we couldn't do it, but now we can, so we're going to. We're going to do it next. Scott Hall trying to figure out where he's going to take Rob, decides just to take him over the rope. And in a very strange thing, Scott Hall, not known for his top rope antics, was jumping up on the top rope. Kempty tried to get him, missed. Rob, though, gave him just enough time to grab him. I'll check it out, Sub-Zero. Don't worry about it, brother. I got you. Oh, Jace gets in the ring. Rob gets back out, and Scott Hall now taking Jace to task. Jace also has one of my favorite finishing move names. Instead of the Ace of Spades, I call it the Jace of Spades. So we can see already it's going to be hard to get a tag or a pin in, but I think as you get one in, the rest of them start coming really quick. Kevin Nash, just a big, big guy. And Jace or Rob might be the biggest ones on our team, so this might not be the worst deal, except Kevin Nash is just going to town, get Syxx back in, and that might not be the right call. That might not be the right call. If Jace can get to his feet, that might be a bad deal. So I've been looking for a good DDP and a good Scott Steiner. I think I found a good Scott Steiner, but I'm still waiting on the DDP. I've actually only downloaded Sting. I finally found a good Sting, so I downloaded him. And it's not the top one out there. The top one out there, I'll be honest, the face is good, but the rest of them I don't think is. Oh, wow. Yeah, if you know that one and you are in our Discord, just drop me that line in the Discord. What is going on, Digital? Digital, you are going for a title belt tonight. Whoa, crazy move. You know, if they did this on purpose, if the logic of the AI was like, you know, our best shot with Syxx is Kempty, that's pretty cool. This is where it might start getting a little bit crazy. Kempty now tags Rob in. And Rob immediately gets the X Factor done to him. That's not a bad deal right there. Keeping the heat off of Rob so Rob can get back up and handle some business. Scott Hall, though, just waiting on Totes. I am flattered. My Discord name is exactly the same. Totes McGoat 01. And I'll be on. Hey, Sentinel, welcome to the stream, brother. And I'm going to be honest, that's probably the best place to tell me all about your stuff, Sub-Zero. Totes McGoats on the outside, grabbing his head. Kempty trying to get Hogan back out of the ring. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys haven't seen Hogan wrestle in this game, Hogan's on another level. Yeah, Danny's the one that actually took it off. Kempty just took the referee and threw him out of the ring. And now Rob and Scott Hall get back to doing it, but there's not many guys standing, and that is what it is going to take to get a pin in this match. Oh, I thought Jace was going over to say hi to some other people. Where's Hogan at? Hogan's still down. Rob trying to get to either Jace or Totes. Gets to Totes, and Totes will make his first appearance in the match. Scott Hall can't decide who to hit. And Totes off the ropes, springboards, and a big right hand on top of Scott Hall. Rob is going to get disqualified if he doesn't get out of the ring. But he made it out. Hogan, there he is, getting back to his feet. Kempty now getting back to his feet. Choke slam on Scott Hall. And a big side slam. Totes now goes for the pin. Oh, next spot, giving him the business right there. It's kind of funny. Xbox swings, right? Or Totes swings, and Xbox already clear across. That's how hard Xbox hit him. Knocked him senseless. Oh, C4 delivered onto Scott Hall. 1, 2, and Xbox again breaks it up. Thought Kempty was going to say something about it, but did not. Looks like Rob is actually trying to tag himself in, but nobody's having it. So he's like, okay, I'll just get back to fighting. Split Scott Hall open with that knee, though. Scott Hall then rolls out of the way. And you can see the blood coming down the side of Scott Hall's face. Now, in this new game, blood happens completely different. It can happen in a number of different ways, not just one way. It happens all kinds of different ways. It's pretty amazing. I've only seen the same way one time. Rob Lee stomping a mud hole in Scott Hall right on the side. Yeah, I did. I did like the Demon in WCW. Thank you, Digital. Yeah. We tried a few things. This is really the first time we're getting to see it, though, in a show. I didn't even test it out. I just put it in there. I wanted to make sure we could get one show in, at least today. That way we can get back to 2 shows a week. We got to do 2 shows a week. But I do travel a lot, and we are in my traveling season, so doing it, we're going to at least hit 1. No matter what happens, we'll at least have 1 on the weekends. Whoa, big right hand. Takes Kevin Nash down to the ground, gives Jace the advantage now. Can he use that advantage to get the upper hand on Kevin Nash? Oh, God, dog, that was a big right hand right to the gut. Yeah, I have been tweaking the wrestlers. We are up to 54 wrestlers. And I thought we were going to make it. Scott Hall gets in, though, saves Kevin Nash. I was hoping Totes would go and fight that guy. Fight him on the outside, but Rob's going to do it. Now, Jace should pick up right there. Man, people are just rebounding in, out. Kempty. Kempty's on another level. He's made it to level 2. That's the other thing I like about this game. High flyers are high flyers. Come on, Totes, get to Hogan. Ah! I'm talking about GC Rock's Discord, but that's where you can find me, is in that Discord. I'm also making a Discord. I don't know enough about how to do it, so I've got it made. I haven't opened it up yet. And that way we can talk about wrestling stuff, wrestling. You can post pictures of your created wrestlers or created title belts and stuff like that, and we can kind of do that. But yeah, right now I'm in the GC Rock Discord. That's where we've been doing a lot of this stuff, and we are still going to be posting some wrestling on the TSW channel. Do not be fooled by that. It's odd. It actually does better. Wrestling does better on this. It's not what you expect on that channel, on TSW's channel. So it's interesting. Huge power bomb. Totes kind of took his time of getting in. I don't think he realized what was going on. And Totes is the only one in the corner right now for the nWo. X-Pac setting up. Looks like he's got the stanky leg going on a little bit. This is almost how I think you're going to win this match. Wait, why is Totes not coming in to save Jace? Oh! Totes made it in that a little late. He went a little late. I don't think you can add Discord in mine. I always like Kevin Nash's better. Look at this! Kempty jumps in, pushes Scott Hall off the edge to try to help Jace out. Jace trying to get back to his feet. Scott Hall says, forget this. Big Sexy, get back in the ring. Jace, though, waiting on him. And now Jace tags in Rob Simpson. And Rob Simpson and Big Sexy. Oh, C4 hit on Big Sexy. One count. Man, this is going to be something. This is going to take a minute. You know, something else we're going to do, too, very soon, now that we've got enough wrestlers to do it, and I never did it last season, I will do it this season. We are going to have, even though it won't be at a Royal Rumble necessarily, or maybe it will, but we are going to do a Royal Rumble, a 30-man Royal Rumble, and I heard it is better. Now everybody's starting to fight. Stuff is starting to get real. I don't even know who the two legal men are. I really didn't think it was Totes and Scott Hall. But here we go. Everybody's doing everything. Yeah, text right to me. 1, 2, and apparently, even though nobody saw the tag, Totes is the legal man, and Hogan drops the leg on him again, rolls him up. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count. Totes was not going to be able to kick out of that. Scott Hall now setting up on Jace for the Razor's Edge. I don't even think the referee knows what's going on anymore. This whole thing is broke down. And Rob just threw the referee out. He doesn't even care what's going on. You can remove it. Hogan going for the dirty pin. I think he's going to get it. 2. And somehow Totes kicks out. Wasn't going to be able to kick out the last time, but kicks out this time. We are going to be careful how we book this match because this is going to take a minute. But here will be the thing. I think as the match goes on, more people will stay down for longer, and we will be able to figure out who's going to win or lose this match. Hogan, I watched that. Hogan tags Syxx. Whoa! Big boot right to Syxx's head. What is Kempty doing? It seems like the new version of the New World Order is taking out the ref every chance we get. That is what the old version normally would have done, but that's not what's happening. Totes finally tags out, gets Kempty back in. I have noticed almost every time Syxx has got in the ring, they have tried to tag Kempty Watson in. Now, one of the first times we'll see a double team move today. Yeah, I think the ref has gotten more moves put on him than the wrestlers have. And this might be it. Yeah, old Bronco Buster coming up from Syxx right now. So Syxx has him in a submission hold, but nobody coming in to save him. Yeah, I think if you send me a request, we'll get it taken care of. Don't worry. We're in the middle of something right now. Scott Hall. Okay, so Scott Hall tagged in. Chokeslam by Scott Hall. Rolls him up. Totes decides he's going to get in. Syxx tries to stop him. And then everybody for a second there jumped in. I was like, here we go. Razor's Edge. But Rob saves Kempty from getting it. And whips him into the corner. And now it looks like Rob and Scott Hall are the new legal men. Yeah, everybody else is staying out. And there it is again, C4 on Scott Hall. Man, I think what we'll have to do from here on out is make this a tornado four-way tag and let everybody go after everybody because this is taking way too long. But this has got to be called a 5-star match. I mean, Syxx now getting back up to his feet. Jace can't decide what he's going to do. Gets Rob back into the thing. Syxx don't even know where he's at. Looked like he was trying to leave. Or at least turn on. Maybe I turn on knockouts. That's what I got to do. If I turn on knockouts, it might go a little quicker also. Rob and Kempty are laying the boots to Scott Hall. If somebody could go over there and get a hold of Kevin Nash, we'd be fine. Totes was trying to grab the ref. Don't do that. That's not helpful. That would be helpful if they would get Hogan. Ah! There's too much. too much going on. Not really. I didn't like anything with David Flair in it. I just never believed David Flair was a wrestler, you know what I mean? Like, they brought him in way too soon. Hits him with the C4. Everybody's going to get hit with C4 by the time this is over with. Hit him again. Kevin Nash said no way. Gets it turned back around. Throws Rob into the center of the ring. Referee keeps stopping Jace. Kevin Nash tags in X-Pac. Then he gets stopped. That would have been the opportune time to put a pin on somebody. And in the move that really ended Stone Cold's career. Okay, throw him over there. Get the referee up. Stop knocking the referee down. Man, there's these like windows. If they could use them, it would be great. X-Pac trying to go after Totes. But ain't trying anything now. Is going after Totes. Neckbreaker on the Totes. Hogan down. I wonder if you could... They haven't done it. Apparently you can. Referee's not counting, so you can pin on the outside. That might be the ticket right there. Except they're on the wrong side. They would want to be on their side. So apparently Hogan got back up, broke it up. Nobody knows what Rob's doing. Everybody's trying to get back up, and everybody wants to fight Syxx. Totes just put Syxx in the old extraction. So he got the extraction. Rob put Hogan in the C4. Who is going for the pin? I'd leave too if I was the ref. Ref's been getting the dog doo-doo knocked out of him. Now, Scott Hall was down for a while, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what's going to start. Hogan was down for a while. Nash bleeding from the nose. I think everybody's going to be bleeding by the time this is all said and done. Might be a double team move coming up. Yeah, he has really received a beating. What is Totes doing? Leave the referee alone, Totes. That is not helpful. Rob is over in the corner too, kind of on an island. I don't even think Syxx understood which guy was the legal man. He understands it now. Rob got a hold of him again. Everybody back out. Referee back on his feet. This is on another level. And there it is, Kempty's finishing move. Jeez Louise. Jace picks him up. Big backbreaker. This is right here. No, Hogan, leave the referee alone. Jace saves the referee. Finally, somebody saves the referee. Jace appears to be the new legal man somehow. Jace just waited for him to roll back into the frame. X-Paw or Syxx just rolls right on back in. Jace gets him in. Somebody needs to go take care of Kevin Nash if they want to get Kempty. Double stomps right there, then tries to go after Kevin Nash. Hall is down, Hogan's down. That seems like a pin right there. I'm not saying it was, but it does seem like he was pinning him right there. Look at Hall. Hall is bleeding in all new different ways right now that I've ever seen. This should have been the main event. So we're going to have to test out some new rules to make sure this big Superman punch off the ropes tackles him, goes for the pin, but we know how that ends. We didn't know how that ends. That's a 3 count, the first 3 count of the night. But I told you it's an elimination match. They got to beat everybody on the other side, but it's going to start getting a little bit easier, at least for one side. Hall, though, fights through it, and Rob Lee eliminates Syxx, being the first man out of the match. The new version of the nWo now has the upper hand, but Hall's like, hey, yo. Rob has got blood all over the place. Puts him up, and what comes up has got to come down. Razor's Edge. Can Scott Hall now eliminate? And Kevin Nash almost caught Totes with a big boot. And he's going to hit Jace with the Razor's Edge, and Hogan's just going to hit the referee with something. I don't even know. Is he just... Oh, don't throw him out. What are you doing? Scott Hall with that signature move. You always knew that was like even more than the crucifix when Scott Hall had the guy like the long way and then, you know, belly to belly back kind of suplex. But if you notice that move, both people still made a cross, and then the crucifix, the Razor's Edge also made a cross. So pretty interesting. I know, right? My bad. I get excited. Rob, though, has been in for a long time. Goes for the pin. Thought Totes was going to catch Nash, but didn't. Jumps down the other way. He's out. Everybody's out. My gosh. How many different places is Rob bleeding on his head right now? That's what I'm talking about. There's so many different places to bleed from now. Kempty, what are you doing to the referee? Leave him alone. Jace hits the Jace of spades on the outside of the ring. Kevin Nash is not getting back into this for a while. C4, except thanks to Kempty, there is no referee in the match. Somebody pin him. Pin him again. Pin him some more. Slam and now pin. Scott Hall fights through it. Scott Hall, too, is bleeding out of so many places on the right side of his face. It's ridiculous. Choke slam. And Scott Hall gets a pin finally. And the Jace of Spades got put on Kevin Nash again for the second time. I'm not even sure who the legal man is. It might be Jace. It might be Totes. I think it's Totes. Maybe it's Jace. Yep, it's Jace. Okay, so Jace is the legal man now. And what a crazy move, rolling through. What is Kempty doing to the referee? Leave the referee alone. I'm telling you right now, it's almost like the referee stole Kempty's milk money in the locker room, because Kempty, more than anybody else, is the one jacking the ref up. Oh, he ducked that one. Got one. Double-handed choke slam, though, down on Jace. Scott Hall fighting two people, and now Hogan getting into this match right now. And is Kempty the legal guy? Like, I didn't think he was. I thought it was Jace. Oh, here we go. Hogan leg drop, but Kempty actually blocks the Hogan leg drop from happening on Jace. And Hogan can't believe it. He's like, what? He's like, what is going on? Kill. So we know Hogan's legal. I think Jace is the legal man. Oh, and the big right hand to the gut from Jace. Headbutt. Hogan saves Kevin Nash from something. And Jace, actually, I think that's a submission hold. But lets him out, and who is he going to bring in? Brings in Kempty. And Hogan, I think Hogan's probably the one with the most. The referee stopped Hogan. He's like, everybody else has stopped it. The ref was like, look, I'm not even counting. Like, I can't even see straight. You guys have hit me around this ring so many times. Never seen the referee just refuse to count, where he's like, I don't even know how to count to 2, much less 3. Big double team move coming up here with Hogan and Nash. Little toe pick back elbow move. And Kempty reverses out of the choke slam that he almost took from Kevin Nash. Hogan doesn't know what's going on either. He's going to the wrong side. Totes is trying to catch up with him. Finally does. And Hogan's like, hey, you looking for me? You're going my way. Who is the legal man? Okay, we know Kevin Nash is probably legal man. Who's the other legal man? Everybody wants to fight Scott Hall right now. Yeah, I'm not controlling anybody. I'm going to tell you, I don't even know who the legal man is for the newer version of the nWo. Jace, though, picks up Hogan. This might tell us. Okay, I don't think it's Jace. I think it's Kempty. Okay, Kempty and Kevin Nash. And Kempty just sends the big guy back out. I think he can pin him. I think he can pin him on the outside. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody do it, though, is the only problem. But the referee keeps jumping out of the ring or getting thrown out of the ring. And here we go. The power bomb from Kevin Nash. Totes doesn't save him from any of it. But Totes does stop the referee. Jace hits the ref like I'm. Oh, and Hogan's like, look, bud, look, out of the ring. Out of the ring. New World Order business going on. Get out of the ring. I'm surprised they haven't sent another referee down. If I was that ref, I'd be like, look, it's a tag match. Tag me out. Tag me out, TSW. Here comes a Hogan leg. drop, misses it. Kempty gets back to his feet, gets Hogan, and now puts his finishing move. 1, 2, and that would have been 3, but Scott Hall breaks it up. Totes can't get there in time. Kempty might be going for another pin. I think if he went for the pin, he could get him. Instead, figure 4 leg lock, but I think Kevin Nash is going to see what's going on. Figure 8 leg lock. Made famous by Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter. Pin him. You got to pin. Like, nobody else is in the ring. You got to pin, right? Stop screwing around. And Kempty pins Hulk Hogan. Now there's 5 left. How's this going to end? Apparently Kevin Nash just became, even though he didn't know it, the brand new legal man. Kempty taking advantage of it though right away. And one way or the other, we are going to make it through this match. Now, only the outsiders left. Look at Hall. Hall's like, let me get me a piece of this Kempty cat. He wants to break him off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Hall throws Kempty out. I think Jason's like, no, we can't do that. Hall's like, we will do whatever we want to do. Whoa, okay. Hall's the new legal man. That's what's going on. Hall is our brand new legal man. Don't know where he tagged Kevin Nash at from outside to back inside the ring. We saw that tag. Or maybe he was the legal man the whole time and Kempty was just fighting Nash because he was all we had. Referee stopping Hall from getting in, but didn't stop Totes. I'll tell you what stopped Totes, though, was Kevin Nash. Now that Hogan is out of the match, I guess Scott Hall became the new beater-up of the referee because he just threw him outside. Jace on the ground, Totes on the ground, referee's on the ground. Going for the pin. Totes, look to your left, buddy. Totes is like, look, I'm just going to sit here in the center of the ring. I'm going to let Kempty handle all the wrestling. Oh, that is a crazy move by Kempty. Totes, what are you doing? Leave the referee alone. The other guy's down. Look, now there's nobody to count. Totes going to jump back in the ring. He's like, I can't count. I can't count. If I was the referee, I would have done disqualified all kinds of people by now. This match would have been over in the first 30 seconds. People would have touched me. I'd have been like, you're gone. You're gone. It would have been like baseball. You're out of here. This is like easily the longest match ever in TSW's history. I think when we do the 30-man Royal Rumble, it'll go faster than this. Jace looked like he was going to hook him up for a chokeslam backbreaker, but Kevin Nash said no thank you. Nash, though, obviously tired, tried to pick up Jace. The 282 pounds of Jace, too much for Nash to handle right now. I know. I don't even remember being the legal man more than like 2 or 3 times. You know, like I don't think I've been the legal man very often. But I have got my butt whooped, and I have whooped the referee's butt. Oh, big discus right hand. Kevin Nash now getting Scott Hall back into it. I'm shocked Scott Hall can even see what's going on through all the blood that is coming down on the right side of his face. This is going to be super tough, though, for them to win. It is 2 versus 3, so the newer guys have quite a few different options. But this is how you would do it. This is how you would do it, but they should have left Totes alone and just went straight after Kempty. Hall straight dunked that kick from Kempty. And I will say this, you can get kicked out of this match if you don't get out of the ring in time. Double team move coming up. Totes distracted the ref. Kevin Nash distracted. The ref is kind of getting on it now. No. He didn't see that coming, though. He didn't see Jace swinging for the fences. Referee knocked out inside the ring now, which could be very helpful for the newer guys of the New World Order. Nope, referee coming to just in time. Hall will roll up Jace. 1, and only a 1 count. That's kind of messed up. It knocked Kevin Nash off the ropes, and Kevin Nash bleeding straight down the front of his face. Yeah, I don't think we'll see that ref ever back in this match. I don't think we'll see any referee ever again in this kind of a match. Especially not with the New World Order. New World Order, they just don't even care about the referees. And out the ring, Jace goes. And look at Kevin Nash. He's like, Totes, you get in the ring then. Totes like, I've been in the ring all night. Not legally, but on and off all night long. Hey, somebody save Totes from a powerbomb. Thanks, Jace. I am shocked Jace has the energy to pick up Big Sexy like that. Here we go. Kempty back in the ring with Big Sexy. Once again, Totes on the ground, not the legal man. Big boot to Big Sexy. Thought that Kempty might have been going for something else. Scott Hall tried to move the rope. Did you see it? He tried to move the rope to knock Kempty down. Kempty maintained his balance, delivers the big elbow. Cradle DDT right to the top of the scunion of Big Sexy. Kempty now goes for the pin. You know what's going to happen there. But now he should go for the pin again. Kempty now setting up for his finishing move. Totes, leave the referee alone for God's sakes. Kempty rolls up Kevin Nash, but Totes McGoats kicks the referee. Like what? Like what was that? Why would Totes kick the referee to stop the count on his own guys? I think Totes got hit in the head too many times. That's what I think's going on. I feel bad for Big Sexy because Big Sexy now is gonna put this guy up into a powerbomb. He's gonna try to pin, and Jace is gonna get in and knock that. See? Too heavy. It's too heavy. Jace trying to get out. Now, Jace could get disqualified if he doesn't get out in time. But he does. Okay. I've seen that happen. All right. Let's go again. Jace, new legal man. Big Sexy, new legal man. Choke slam backbreaker. Jace pulls him out. Goes for the pin. Can Totes, though, get to Scott Hall in time? He cannot. And I would go for the pin right now, instantly. New pin time. Why would Jace be setting up against the wrong guy? But he's going to put Scott Hall in the Jace of Spades. Oh, I thought he was going to put Big Sexy in the Jace of Spades. But he doesn't. Knocks him outside the ring. Now, because the referee's getting out, I swear to God, you could pin him on the outside. I'd pin him right now. Or put him in a submission hold or something. But I haven't seen anybody try it yet. Man, Big Sexy, though, well, and Scott Hall have taken quite the beating. Scott Hall now just getting back up to his feet. Jace thought he was going to roll him over for a pin. What is this? You cannot create referees. You know, the funny thing is, I wish they had the match where special guest referee match. I'd probably do a lot of those and be the referee to control that a little bit. You know, the referee as far as the fast counts or slow counts. Jace, instead of getting out of this ring, if it was me, I would have went straight over to Scott Hall and punched him. That was awful weird. Kempty back ducked him and then went and got him. Kevin Nash, though, recovers quickly and is going to get Scott Hall back in this match one more time. But I don't think it matters at this point. I think everybody is wore out. I have it on good authority that the announcer is starting to get wore out. Like, why didn't you go punch Big Sexy? See, in the old game, there was a limited number of reversals, so you can only get in the ring so many times, but now you cannot. Rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, and I didn't think that he would be able to do that, but Scott Hall eliminates one of them, and now it's like a true tag team match, but way at the end of the rope. So I'm guessing Totes, maybe for the second time this whole match, is the legal man. Finally the legal man. Gets Scott Hall rolled over. Gets a rope break, though. Kempty on top of it. Will Totes go for the pin? Stop jacking around with Kevin Nash. I would have immediately went for that pin. Big slam down, and he's tagging in. Like, he's like, look, I've been legal for too long. That's not how this goes. Hey, we're back to a thing where now we don't know who's going to win this, but big boot. And I will say the new nWo doesn't have the size advantage in this matchup against the Outsiders. Nice kick off the ropes, slides through the ropes, but Scott Hall catches him and power bomb. There it is, rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, and now it is only Totes McGoats versus the Outsiders. What a turnaround that is. Will the old guard, will the old nWo beat out the new nWo? And Kevin Nash, it's like nobody's beat up the referee for at least 13 seconds, so I better get on this. So much like I didn't know how they would beat the new nWo, I don't think Totes is going to be beating the Outsiders by himself. 1, 2, 3, And it has finally come to an end. I'm just thankful that it is over. And we can get on to the next match. Holy Moses.
Hollywood, Hogan, and Syxx, the nWo.
Look at that. Look at the different blood features, though, on the face. What a crazy match that was. I can guarantee you none of the other matches will quite be like that. So, here's the match that everybody has asked for over and over and over again, and we couldn't do it. But now we can. So this is going to be TSW's first ever mixed tag team match. So it's going to be GC Rock and Penny versus making her debut, Tekryn and ScJumpman. Now, how this works, guys cannot wrestle girls, right? So if there is a tag, both teams tag out. Girls can only fight girls, guys can only fight guys. It's just how it is. But that is how this match ends up working. Whew, man. That was a long match, to say the least. And then we're going to have the TV title. We're going to have the men's survival after that. We're going to have the women's tag team titles on the line. We're going to have the vacated Intercontinental title on the line for the women. And we're going to have the number one contenders match. Recon Delta with Doom is going to face off against Rowdy and the Four Horsemen in the main event. It's a one-on-one match, but whew, that was another level right there. Yeah, I've seen that for sure. Faux show. I always find it funny. Sub-Zero's like, I'm going to stop, but he does not.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring. At a combined weight of 447 pounds, the Corporation.
The Corporation, GC Rock and Penny, making their way down to the ring to fight for the first time on the same side in the same match. Also getting our first look at the white version of the TSW Women's Light Heavyweight title. Oh, that is an interesting entrance.
From the internet, the Technician.
From the internet, Tekryn making her way down to the ring in her TSW debut match. Oh, you didn't know? That's the music that's playing right now. Sorry. Anytime ScJumpman has a title, he will enter the ring like Goldberg. He made the wrestler. He beat me to it. It is his entrance now. And ScJumpman is one half of TSW's tag team champions, the Maniacs.
Representing the Maniacs from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 292 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, the Machine.
Yeah, ScJumpman made himself and made Tekryn. I touched a couple little things up, but yeah, he did an amazing job on the wrestlers he created. And two, I don't know if Rowdy is in the chat or not. That is an entrance. That is exactly right, Dragonov. I don't know if he's in the chat or not, but what I did was download his wrestler and copy over everything to the wrestler I created. So all the moves, all the whatever is all done by him. So, interesting. You gotta root for Penny and G, right? I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Tekryn's like, oh, I thought she was gonna get G, and she does. That is the first time I have ever seen a male or female wrestler get involved with each other. You're gonna see something else that happens, like when they go to break up a tag, they don't come and hit the wrestler. They go to the ref and break it up with the referee. So GC Rock and ScJumpman getting it on right now in the center of the ring. And ScJumpman has got some crazy moves. So watch. ScJumpman tagged in Tekryn. Automatically, that makes Penny enter the ring. Oh, and both of them did something. That was an odd turn of events. Penny ducks Tekryn, though. Knife edge chop. And there's that move again. It's almost like what I'd call like a sickle neck breaker type of a deal. Penny, though, immediately tags G back in. And G and Jump back at it again. I do like G's new outfit. And I like how the Maniacs actually, kind of their new style, how they came out. And that was all created because of Jump. When Jump made him, and I couldn't figure out quite how to make Raider the right way, Milkman became a member. But I'm going to tell you what, I've got it on very good authority. That is quite the move. I have it on very good authority that recently Raider, who won't be in this, he won't be in this episode, he'll be in the next one, but has recently signed his contract, and so he will be making his debut along with Sifter. Oh, I didn't even see G move, but Jump clearly missed that elbow. What was that? You guys heard the bell, right? It's almost like the match wasn't officially going, but it's going now. That is weird. Penny just ran in and hit him. Maybe it's the guys can't hit the girls can hit the guys. I don't know. We're going to have to keep our eye on this. That is a real move, by the way. I know I say it every time we see it, but yeah, I thought the match was going on the entire time, but something must have happened not quite the right way. And if you're looking for the G for Juicy, that is right down the back of GC Rock. G for Juicy. It's on his backside. Look at this. I am telling you, the Maniacs do come up with quite a bit of kind of crazy-like moves. But I do like now that we can put strikers or high flyers or powerhouses or technicians, like you can break them up in that group. And then if you watch the wrestlers wrestle, they do wrestle to that style. Like before, you might want, like we might have wanted, let's say we wanted Penny to be a high flyer, so we gave her some moves off the top rope. That doesn't mean she would ever use them. You know what I mean? Now, if you call her a high flyer, she will let it fly off that top rope. Tony, what is going on? Yeah, it has. It has been a minute. That is exactly right. How have you been, Tony? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Guys, remember, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. That was a crazy move. 2 feet to the face from the standing position. But so you don't miss any time we go live, because we go live twice a week. That's our goal. We will always be live at least once a week, but twice is the goal. I cannot wait, Digital, though, for you to see your guy in action. It is the thing that you were talking about last season. What's going on, Dave? Welcome to the stream, brother. So that's the crazy thing about the mixed tag type of matches, right? Like one of them will start to take the advantage, and then once you go and tag in the other one, it might not have been that way. So you kind of lose the advantage a little bit when that's going on. 1, 2, and a 2 count. Everybody, though, in attendance counted 3. G now setting up for what is only known, it was going to be the Rockopotamus, but now got turned back around. Yeah, it is a great game. This is a great game for sure. There it is. But see, this is what I'm talking about. So Jump started to get kind of the advantage. Tags in Tekryn. And when Penny had left, she had the advantage over Tekryn. So 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. And they have taken this action out to the outside. You know what's really cool? You can really now see the texture of that mat and understand that that is not that thick. Referee already up to a 5 count. And no title belts are going to be on the line in a mixed tag match, right? So it's a way to win. Tekryn, though, baited Penny, but Penny got in the ring, I think, a little faster than she thought. Tekryn, though, cross head scissors, goes up to the top rope. Does Penny see her? Looks like she does, but it was too late anyway. And here we go. Tekryn grabs Penny. Big bulldog. Is she going to try to roll her up? No. Heads back to the top rope. And does a toe touch and frog splash. 2. And GC Rock. That's what I'm talking about. That's what happened. GC Rock went over to the ref and said, hey, hey, hey. The referee's like, what? What's going on? Dave, your wrestler is in the match. I don't think he's wrestling, though, but he is in. We haven't seen him yet. But he is in tonight's events. for sure. Penny, this could be what we call the penny dropper, and it is. Hits it on Tekryn. Goes to roll Tech up. 1, 2. And did you see Jumpman reach down and say, hey? It looked like G went over to stop him from doing it, but wasn't able to get over there in time. Tekryn, though, fighting her way back out of that ring. So I'm on PS5, but this is on all platforms. And Tekryn, I don't know, just rolled Penny up and gave her a kick right in the old tushy. Tags in Jumpman, now jump, and this is the version right now of the Pebble Buster that G does. 1, 2. But here's the crazy thing. This year, while this is the PlayStation version, in the community, and here we go, Rockopotamus getting hit on jump right now. Will he roll him up? 1, and broken up. But what's crazy is in the community creation suites, if you create things on Xbox, if you create things on PlayStation, or if you create them on PC, it is cross-platform download. So everybody from everywhere can download everything from everybody. I don't think it's cross-play, but it is cross-platform sharing. So pretty cool. Now, if somebody made a really cool wrestler, like they made a GC Rock on the PlayStation, and you bought it for the Xbox, you can download my version of GC Rock onto the Xbox and use them. 1, 2, 3, and Tekryn and Jump come away with the win tonight in the very first TSW mixed gender match tag team. And Tekryn making her debut, bringing home the win for the Maniacs. And that might have been a little tryout for Tekryn to see if she can join the Maniacs. We'll have to keep our eyes on that as that develops a little bit more. Here it is. So excited. Herbie from Doom and Digital Dogs will face off in a one-on-one match right now for the brand new television championship that made its debut, its title belt debut last Thursday night, and Herbie won that one. So in his very first title defense, he will be going up against Digital Dog, who has a completely different look. One of the more favorite things I've done in creating a wrestler in this game so far. Yeah, it's tough. Herbie, much different look. Digital Dogs, much different look. You know, there's a bunch of wrestlers that have the same look for the most part, right? But then there's some new wrestlers, yeah, but then there's some that just have, like GC Rock, I'd say, like, he's got a freshened up look. Penny's got a different look. Jumpman's got a completely different look. Tekryn's new. Digital, very new look. Milkman, new look. Kedri, similar but freshened up. Totes, he looks the same. He just looks like Totes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Television Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the corporation from New York, weighing in at 351 pounds, the Engineer Dog.
The Engineer, Digital Dog, making his way down to the ring. Digital now one of the larger wrestlers in TSW, officially. Before he was one of just the tallest wrestlers, but he started hitting the gym, drinking milk, lifting the weights. And he also got a couple of bionic arms. Before we thought he might have had one, but now he's got two. And he's got right on his back, he's got the motor for him.
And introducing the champion, representing the Doom Brigade from New York, weighing in at 271 pounds. He is the television champion, Herbert.
Herbie making his way down to the ring to defend for the very first time the World Television title. And technically that would set a new record for the most times that the television title has been defended. But he is going to have his hands full, as you can see. He is a heavyweight, but he is not a super heavyweight wrestler, and that is what he's going to be facing tonight in Digital Dogs, who is also bringing a couple bionic arms to the ring. I like that belt too. That was the first time. It was the first time I took like two world champions that were shaped like this and then put them around the world. Like I've never put that in another design. So interesting. You can even see his hands are a little digital. Now, let me see if you guys can guess. There's two very famous people that I've used their face textures. One is on Herbie. Who, television star, whose face is Herbie's face textured? Can you guess? When I tell you, you can't unsee it. As soon as I say what it is, you can't unsee it. And two, if you look at her Digital's right knee, it also looks like it's got some robotics going on. His feet look like they got some robotics going on. Yeah, pretty cool. I am digging it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. For those of you that know McDonald's commercials. Yeah, they came out with quite a few new things. And that face mask is one of them, so I was excited to switch it up. Didn't know who I was going to use it on. And it ended up being Digital. Herbie goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, almost a 3 count. I wasn't even going to count it. Way too early for that. But Herbie is like a man possessed with his brand new title belt. And I believe that's the first title Herbie's ever had, and it's the new men's television championship. Digital now, though, working his way back into the ring, rolls him up, 2, and that is a 2.5 count. So this match is a lot closer, and a lot closer possibly to even being over. He gets him, but Herbie fights through it, tries to get him with the Ryukin, and misses it. Digital gets big drop kick right to the scunion, and there it is. 100% of the time, in all of these, I've always used the word scunion. Big elbow drop, and you don't want the big guy coming off the ropes like that. that could put a quick end to your afternoon. But Herbie recovers quickly, does finally hit him with the old Ryukin, and now getting the machine gun. Knife edge chops going in the corner, and he said one more. Nope, pulled back. Oh, it hits him in the head. Almost the kind of thing you'd expect from that Do Brigade. What is going on? Which we know who that is. That is not new. Sub-Zero, we know that's you, brother. Just stop with the crap. Enjoy the show like everybody else. It'll all be okay. And a big forearm. Now goes for the pin again. 1, 2, 3. And Herbie maintains the TSW television title. But that is a crazy match. I mean, there was a lot of damage getting done back and forth, back and forth.
Champion, Herbert.
So technically, that just set a TSW record for the most times that belt has ever been defended at 1. But don't get me wrong, I've one of the fastest matches I've ever seen when I was watching it on. It's so funny. Oh man. So Sub-Zero's ridiculous. One of the funniest things or fastest matches I've ever seen, it was on a dark show, was actually Digital Dogs. I can't remember who he faced. He got into the ring, did 2 moves, and it was over. So it's funny how things happen, though. Like you see that, but now you see this. You know, you never know how any of this stuff is going to go. So, and Sub, all you got to do, man, is be cool. Just be cool. Stop with the crap. You know, not that big of a deal. Sit back and enjoy. So, yeah, from the far left, you have Simba, obviously Dragonov. You have Milkman. You have Kedri. You have Eagle Star. And then you have Paden Hardy on the far right, member of the nWo. We switched up his mask, and then Strudel ended up taking Peyton's old mask. So Paden has wore 2 masks. He wears the one, and then he wears the other one. Wait till you see the title, though. Milkman has held the title, right? Wait till you see the title belt. Dragonov, 2022 King of the Ring winner, making his way down to the ring, wearing the TSW Light Heavyweight Championship.
The following contest is an Elimination Chamber match and is for the Extreme Hardcore Championship. Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 232 pounds, the Dragon.
Look at that title belt, though, Dragonov. Check that out. And I don't know if you've really got to see. I was excited. They've got dragon boots. They've got There's other things, too. I just haven't put it on yet. Some other stuff. So I've kind of left it. Herbie's, same thing. They've got these other things that I keep finding as I keep creating more and more that will start to slowly make its way on to keep it fresh, right? So, The one thing we know is the last two that they introduce are going to start the match. Nobody, this is the same rules, 2.5 minutes, and nobody has won from position 1 or 2. The closest one to ever do it was Mimi. But this is all random. We don't know who's coming out. We don't know the order they're coming out, so...
And introducing the challenger, representing the nWo from New York, weighing in at 234 pounds.
Paden Hardy making his way down to the ring, trying to bring the TSW Survival title to the New World Order. TSW cannot let that happen. I do like Paden Hardy's mask. It just looks so jacked up. It's 2 masks. He always wears 2 masks. There's a Kane mask actually underneath, and then another mask that goes over the top of it. Very, very scary looking. So I say it every time. I hope that the champion does not start the match. But, again, it's survival. It's all random. You don't know where you're going to start at on the match. You don't know where you're going to start at in the match. You don't know where you're going to start at on the map when you're playing Division Survival, right? Simba, we know now, is not going to be one of the 2.
And introducing the challenger from deep in the jungle, weighing in at 240 pounds, the King, Silva.
Simba making his way down to the ring in his new gets. I'm going to tell you, and I was with Simba too, I didn't like the old crown that he used to wear down. But Dragonov wears a crown. It's a dragon crown. Simba wears a very similar crown with less stuff, right? But it's the same. It's actually the same shape. It just doesn't have the bones coming off of it. Hey, we can make that happen. I know a guy who knows a guy who can make that happen. Yeah. Me too. And if you look at most of Simba's tattoos now, they are actually lions. They weren't before. Kedri is going to be the next one to make it down to the ring, which means
the challenger from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 238 pounds, the Gladiator, Kedri.
Kedri making his way down to the ring, but that means the current TSW Survival Champion will be starting this match because that has been Milkman. Rowdy, what is going on? I'm glad you made it. You are in the main event to be the #1 contender, and it's going to be you versus Recon Delta. And here's what I did. I downloaded your wrestler. I copied all of his movesets and all of his stuff, everything that you created, onto the other wrestler, onto the one that I created. But all the stuff came from you. So hopefully that's cool. If it's not, we can still do it the other way. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to see how it would look. So we know right now it is going to be look at this title belt.
And introducing the champion, representing the Maniacs from Aberdeen, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds. He is the Extreme Hardcore Champion, the Milkman.
Milkman making his way down to the ring. If he wins this, though, he will tie Recon Delta for the most number of title defenses of the Survival Championship. Kedri's tattoo on his chest says, "Only God forgives." I thought that was pretty cool. I always put it on totes because I am known to say that when I was in the Army. I'm like Dragonov. I got a high tolerance now, obviously. And Dave, I had considered, I went back and forth.
Representing the Four Horsemen from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Eagle.
I'm going to tell you, too, if you look at Eagle's outfit, I think Eagle's outfit more than anything, because he looks almost the same, except it is so much more detailed now, those same pieces that we used in the other one, and you can really tell the difference between 19 and 22 when you look at Eagle's outfit. But I'm going to tell you, Eagle's here to collect that bounty and bring that belt home. And if either Eagle or Milkman bring home the title, they will be the first ones to ever do it in this kind of a match inside the Elimination Chamber from position 1 or position 2. So I'm going to tell you right now, that's who I'm rooting for. I got to root for him. Eagle or Milk. Yeah, Eagle, bounty hunter. He's got to collect them bounties, you know what I mean? I know, me too. Yeah, me too. And we kind of updated his mask a little bit, and I like it. I like it better. Eagle's like, nope. Look, I'm just going to step on out. Touche to you, sir. Gave him a little ole. I'm also really interested to see the different things. This is the very first time that I've seen an Elimination Chamber match, so on this game. I haven't tested this. I normally test everything. I haven't tested any of this. Ben, what is going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. Guys, remember, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell notifications because we do this 2 times a week. At least once, but I try to do it twice, sometimes 3 times if there's a pay-per-view. And drop a like on the video. That's actually what lets YouTube know this is what we're doing, and it'll push it out. The likes aren't that important at the end of the video. They're very important in the beginning. So there is 2.5 minutes now between, which means we are coming up very shortly on the next one. Eagle goes for the pin on the champ. 2, and way farther than I thought, but maybe it's because he came off that top rope. Now puts him in a submission hold, wrenching back on that neck. Milk fights through it, does not tap out, and now trying to take the advantage, and a huge right hand takes Eagle down. And I'm going to, since Milk joined the Maniacs, he has become on another level himself. The old Carnage Club, as they like to be called. 10 seconds. Who is going to be the next competitor? Because this is about to go from a one-on-one to a triple threat match like that. Simba, you're intimidated now. You're in the match. Oh, Eagle saw Simba coming in, but Simba caught him and said, hey, thanks for picking Milk up here. I'll go ahead and I'll take it from here. Everybody now, and oh, big Superman punch. Followed up with a big kick, knocks both wrestlers down. And Milk now takes them up. Tries to catch him with his hand in the cookie jar. 1, 2, 3.
Has been
And now it is back to a one-on-one match. Now remember, Eagle almost eliminated him a little bit earlier. So is Simba going to be able to take advantage of this? Oh yeah, that is true. Simba, even on his trunks, has got the word written, the king. Now, where it fooled Milkman before, it did not fool Simba. Simba's like, I see where you're going, buddy. Here's that punch you gave me earlier, and now let me get to work. Now, I don't know what happened there, but okay. Simba somehow got knocked back into the ring, and we've got to be very, very close again to the next competitor coming back in. It's either going to be Dragonov, Kedri, or Paden Hardy. 6-minute enter, but only one man can leave with that brand new TSW Survival Championship belt. The guy with the horns is Dragonov, who is also in the chat. That's right, speed, violence, and momentum. I always say slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That was the advice that I gave to all the people I trained how to shoot. Dragonov becomes the next one to enter the ring. And again, we're back into a triple threat match. And Dragonov just swinging for the fences. Now Simba, everybody's swinging for the fences. I really actually enjoy the gameplay. Because it takes the controls back to a time of like the WCW versus nWo type gameplay where you grapple and then you make moves based on that. When they got away from that, it confused me because I grew up playing games like that. So going back, not exactly to the same thing, but to something very similar, it's very natural for me. So now I can play the game where I know they said, oh, you can button mash now, but I feel like I'm doing whatever I'm doing on purpose. Dragonov keeps just moving just out of the way. And all three competitors, that's what I would do right there. I would have did what Dragonov just did. I would have got in the ring and let those two fight it out a little bit out there. Oh, Dragonov has him up and gives him the old classic pile driver. Yeah, it feels like now I know light hits, I know heavy hits, I know how to grab and do light attacks, heavy attacks, I know how to swing, I know how to call the person how to get up so that I can get behind them and then do the same thing from the backside, the grappling from the backside. So yeah, it's I enjoy it a lot more and I play a lot more of the game. So I play through the entire showcase so I can unlock those wrestlers. I also found out you have to play the My Rise mode because it unlocks other things. So the accelerator, I think is what they used to call it in the past. Is it the same? That is called, right there, that is called the King's Arrow. That is Simba's finishing move. 1, 2, 3.
Champion has been eliminated.
And now, no matter what happens, we will have a brand new TSW Survival Champion, and that also means that Recon Delta's record is safe. Kedri just sitting back and watching. He's like, hey, do your thing, watch this. Hey, look, catch these hands. That was one of my favorite things before a fight. If somebody's like, you want to throw? And I'm like, oh, Yeah, actually. Glad you asked. Thank you for being so polite about it. And my new favorite one here recently is, you want to catch these hands? Do you want to catch these hands? Hilarious saying to me. Thank you, Sentinel. I really appreciate that. Hello, Mrs. Sentinel. Yeah, I really enjoy doing it, guys. Be honest. I've done this for years without streaming it. So when I streamed it one day, just because I was in the middle of doing it, and then we decided that was the best way. You know, Gene made the comment. He goes, actually, that was the best thing. And then you guys started commenting the same thing. That's how we got to where we're at today. So I really appreciate it, too. And I hope we grow as a channel and as a community, and we get to keep adding more things and more people. Right now, you guys are on point, doing some crazy stuff. The numbers right now on the channel are very good, and I really appreciate everything you guys are doing. We are going to add more stuff, though, to the TSW channel. Probably go back to the singles matches type of a thing. I've got to get my equipment upgraded a little bit, and then we will get onto that for sure. Yeah! Yes! Come on, get these hands. Hell yeah. Here we go. Everybody's going to be in the ring from here on out. Kedri has Dragonov in a submission hold. Dragonov fights through it, and Simba's like, I gotta get on. Now, if you look really close, it's hard to see it, right? But if you're watching on TV, you might be able to see it. Simba's hands are lions. Pretty cool. Delta Jackson, welcome to the stream. I'm going to tell you right now, this is season 2, we've been doing it, but the first time we've been doing it with 2K20, which I believe is what you're asking. It takes me roughly about 3 hours to create a wrestler. 1, 2, 3. Simba has been eliminated by Kedri, and we are down to a triple threat. So it takes me about roughly, and I don't do it 3 hours at a time. I create. I do about 4 or 5 at a time, and it goes back and forth and intertwined. Then I go through and I do the move sets, I do the entrances, but overall it probably takes anywhere 2 to 3 hours per wrestler, right? If you want to do it right. And I'm going to tell you this, if you look at this channel and these wrestlers, I believe these wrestlers look better than most other people that are doing this. 1, 2, 3. It is now either going to be Dragonov or Peyton Hardy walking away, and we need Dragonov to win to keep the title belt in TSW. But Peyton Hardy is the freshest wrestler that we have in this match right now. Dragonov has been in, I believe, he was the 4th one to enter, so he is going to need to dig deep, find the inner dragon, and Peyton jumps to nowhere, but all right. Recovers awful quick. It takes me about 30 to 45 minutes to create the belts. It takes about 30 minutes to an hour to create the arenas. So it takes a little bit of time. Now, if you're trying to start your own, what I highly suggest you do, get about 10 male wrestlers. If you want female wrestlers also, get about 6 female wrestlers and 10 male wrestlers, and you can start. Here it is, Dragon Bomb put down on Peyton Hardy. 1, 2, and Peyton kicks out in 2, but this is huge. Is he going to drop the Dragon's elbow on Peyton? No, tells him to stand up. I don't think Peyton knows where he's at. Looks like he might be too far away. Dragon goes out and meets him and takes him back over into the corner. Throws him in the middle. Will he go up top? Yes, he will. And here it comes. Big splash down on Peyton. Peyton grabs his chest. Dragonov gets up, and it looks like he's going after it again. What is he doing? Just needed a breather. He said, I just got to take a quick breather. Does it again. Throws him back into the center of the ring, laying the boots to him. But get about 16 wrestlers, and then you can actually fill out one, complete card, right? One complete match. And then if you separate it out, by a couple of days, like what we do here. Oh, Dragonov misses the Dragon's elbow. Paden gets him like a little mini version of a rock bottom, puts him in a submission hold. Will Dragonov tap out, or can he fight through this? Paden now really wrenching down on it. But Dragonov, he's not going to tap out, but does roll him up for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Almost a 3 count, but Dragonov hangs in there, kicks out. Paden going to the top rope. Splashes down onto Dragonov, and Dragonov needs to get up. This is a very compromising situation for Dragonov. And then every couple of days you start adding 1 wrestler, 2 wrestlers. You start adding 1 more title belt, 1 more show. And you build off of it and do it that way. That is the easiest way to do it. And that's what we're kind of doing right now. I don't have all the wrestlers that I need, but now this is our 3rd show, and I'm up to about 54 wrestlers. We have 75 if you include all the... We had 72, but now we've added 3 or 4, or 71, we added 3 or 4 wrestlers, so now we're up to about 75. So I still have about 20 more wrestlers, but I've got now pretty much all the title belts made. I've got the 2 main shows that you guys watch made. Now I can make the dark shows, so that I can test things out in those dark shows. Yeah. So that's how I do it. You can do it any way you want to. You can have the whole thing created if you'd like, but that's how I do it. Dragonov, thought he was going for the slam. Peyton Hardy reverses it back around. Rolls him up 2, and Dragonov kicks out. Not even at 2.5. It's almost like Peyton is going in the wrong direction. Looks like Peyton's going up to the top rope. Remember, Peyton related to the Hardy brothers, so he knows how to let it fly off that top rope. And Dragonov checking his nose. He's like, hey, did that break the nose? Peyton going again, hits him with an elbow, and Dragon in a bad way, trying to get up. Peyton's like, let me help you up here, buddy. And reverses it back around on him again. Misses it, though. And oh, no. Hardy cutter. This could do it. No. It doesn't do it. There he goes again. And puts him in the Hardy clutch. Now really wrenching back on the neck and that arm. And Dragonov finally taps out. But what a heroic effort there. Peyton Hardy comes away with the brand new, newly designed TSW.
Here is your winner and new Extreme Hardcore Champion, Kempty.
The brand new, redesigned TSW Survival title belt. But holy cow, what a fight that was. Hey, I'm going to tell you, Dragonov, when I went to count 3, I thought it was over then. So the fact that you fought for that long and that hard is amazing. And you know that's not going to be the last title shot you get. You're the king of the ring, right? Dragonov said he's like, hey, man, I had to go to the bathroom. Rebecca Gravely, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. They are doing very well. Matter of fact, one of them is sitting over here right now. She is just chilling out, listening to the stream also. I've got a little heater because it is cold as all get out here. I have a little heater. So this is my dog, Nash. My wife has a dog she named Sarge. Now, I was the one in the Army. She named the dog. It's a good name. Yeah. My dog gets really sad when her daddy has to travel around for work. She does not like it. So she hangs out with daddy whenever he's home. Yeah. But yeah, her official, like, registered name is Jet Off to Nashville, and we call her Nash. Nashy. So, now, while Jane waits for her daughter Jessica to sign her WWE contract, she is teamed up with Kezzaboo, and I've got a feeling that they are now a part of what Totes My Goats calls the Order. So you have, like, GC Rock has the corporation. Rob Lee actually leads the nWo, even though Totes My Goats owns the nWo, right? He owns it, but he does not lead it. And from the sounds of it, it sounds like Totes My Goats started his own little thing called the Order. So let's pay attention and see if that's how they announce this or not. Could be off, or could be totally off, but I'm not known for being too wrong too many times. I've already been wrong like 3 times this episode.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Order.
So Jane and Kezzaboo making their way out, and I'm pretty sure now after that announcement on their way out, we know that Jace and Totes and Kezzaboo and Jane are a part of something they're calling the Order. Even though Totes is wearing the colors of the nWo, Jane and Kezzaboo wear the TSW logos. Actually, Totes also, right on his right hand. It looks like it says nWo, but it actually says TSW. So, interesting development here. Did not quite see that coming. But they are going to face off.
And introducing the champions, they are the Women's Tag Team Champions, the nWo.
They are going to face off against the Boom Squad, full-fledged members of the New World Order, for the Women's TSW Tag Team titles. Are they going to be able to bring the titles back to TSW tonight, or will the nWo hold on to them? About to find out. See, I disturbed my puppies, and now she's sitting in the wrong position, way too close to the heaters. Oh, there. Good girl. Yeah, what's funny, Nash is a fighter like her daddy. Sarge is a lover like her mama. And Sarge is bigger, like twice as big, right? Sarge will bark at somebody like bark, 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 and then he'll take off. He's like out. Nash is running the other way to go fight like big old bulldog, right? Weighs like 700 pounds. Dash weighs 12. She's like, I'm going to fight this dog and show him something. Crazy. Now, Shyanne, the brand new TSW Women's World Title holder, she will have a match before too long that comes up against Ozzy in her very next and first World Title defense, because that's how Ozzy puts that in the contracts. And Ozzy has her own goal that we talk about all the time. She wants to defend that world title against every single individual woman in TSW Wrestling. So, there's that. Hold on one second. When Mrs. Totes My Goats calls, you gotta answer the phone. Now remember, they cannot win these tag titles outside of the ring. So it behooves Jane and Kez to keep the New World Order inside that ring. I think we finally got Jane's hair color right. I'm going to ask you one more time, Jane. Is that right, or does it need to be darker? I think it's right. I think it's right. And Jane then gets control and gets Shyanne back in. Now, this is where there is quite a size difference, but Jane says she doesn't care. She's going to let it fly. Bippity boppity bam! Letting the feet fly, letting the hands go. And she's like, well, hey, Kez, get in here. You get in here, get you some of this. That girl's big. She's taller than both of us. Kylee, big clothesline on Kez. And what is she doing? Goes up to that second rope. Kezo sees her coming, steps underneath her, tags Jane back in, and now they are going in and out really quick, which is what you're going to have to do. Stay fresh against a larger wrestler. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. Yeah, it's funny. The other day we looked at it and we thought it was right dead on. We're like, oh, perfect. And then when she stepped inside this ring, and I don't know if it's because the mat's red and then it's making that look lighter. Who knows? But it is something. I noticed it too. That's why I asked again. Shyanne gets up. Jane doesn't see her coming. Does that like roundhouse falling kick, swinging falling neck breaker. And now laying the boots to Jane. Jane trying to get back up. And Shyanne, Jane up quick. Gets her in the helicopter. And spins her around. Jane now has kicked it into about fourth gear. And she's like, okay, Kez. I did what I did. Now you get in, you do some things. And Kez sees her coming. And look at that pin. That's a brand new looking pin. And look at that. Jane catches Kylee in time to stop it. But Shyanne and throws her out of the ring. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it might look a little darker in the neck. We might darken it up so it looks fine here. And then it might look a little too dark in the next one. But I think it'll be fine. I'll make it a little bit darker in this one. And seriously, I think it's the red and the orange of the arena. There's a lot of it. In the other one, it's black, and so I think it stands out more. Oh, Kez catches her. Sneaky pin. But Shyanne kicks out. Not even a one count, but what a good move. And it looks like Cheyenne's getting this locked in. Jane breaks that up. Kylee trying to get around. Catches Jane. Shyanne now rolls Kez up. And a 2.5 count, which is a lot closer than I thought it would be. And now goes up to that second turnbuckle and flat out misses. She went to do a little forward flip thing and then completely missed. That means strike one. But still recovers quick. Kez has got to be like, what is she doing? Like she's everywhere all at one time. No telling what's going on the other side of the ring. I cannot see. All I know is Kylee and Jane are nowhere to be found. Okay, Kylee is now back. Jumps up, crossbody onto Kez. Kez back down, and it looks like, yep, she gets Kylee back into the ring. Kez now crawling while Kylee plays up to the crowd, trying to get to Jane to get the emergency tag. Tags Jane in, and now it looks like it's a little bit even again. Jane letting it fly against Kylee, taking the advantage, and we don't know who had the advantage on the outside of the ring because we couldn't see what was happening. But if you guys are just joining us, remember, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. We like to go live at least once, if not twice a week. So Kylie's got her up, but rope break. I thought that was going to be a slam. Turns out it's not. 2. And Jane kicks out in 2. And now Kylie setting up for it. Rolls up the leg. I don't think Kez is awake. And oh my gosh, Kez from out of nowhere. That was going to be it. But Kez got up off the ground, dives into the ring, breaks it up. Right now, both of the nWo members are focused on Kez, which is good because Jade being the legal person and Kez takes a huge power bomb. Oh, little top of the morning to you. Gets her with a DDT and some big swings coming from Kylie. You do not want to be on the receiving end of that. And Kylie throws Jane outside of the ring. Both members of the order down on the ground. Nice reversal by Jane. And gets her with a little butt breaker. And now Jane laying the lumber to Kylie. Kez trying to get back to her feet. The only thing is, and she realizes this, you cannot win the titles outside of the ring. Will she get this in? That is her finishing move. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and just like Kez did, Shyanne picks herself up off the ground in the nick of time. A double team move now onto Shyanne. And will they roll up, try to roll? No. Kylie's like, hey, stop playing up to the crowd. What is this? Ouch. Ouch is what that is. Kylie now up to the second. Jane tries to roll out of the way, doesn't quite make it. And now turns it back around, puts her in the helicopter, and she has won matches on that move before, but gets Kez back in to get a breather. She was in for quite some time. Kez maintains control, but Kylie reverses out of that. And it's just hard to maintain a larger wrestler up in that position for a long amount of time. Now, the reason they do it, oh, there's Kylie's finishing move again, but Kez gets a rope break. But the reason they do it is because then all the blood rushes to your head, you're a little bit disorientated. Kylie, though, taking care of both competitors right now. And that is something we got to keep our eye on. Kez waiting for, though. Oh, this could be it. Gets her up. That's Kezzaboo's finishing move. And the referee doesn't even get a 1 count in. To be fair, the referee got the dog snot beat out of him earlier, though, in the thing. I don't even think he understands he's still refereeing these matches. Now, you can hear the fighting going on the outside of the ring, but we do not know who is winning that fight right now. On the inside, it looks like Kylie is getting the better of Kez for the time being. And that must be a submission move, almost a version of the rack. Jane gets in. She wants to get in on beating the ref up too. Gives him a shot right to the back of the head, but then breaks it up. Kez rolls out of the way. And tries it again, and this time gets it in. Will she go for the pin? Does. 1, 2, and out of nowhere, Shyanne comes and breaks it up again. I thought that was going to be it. I think at some point they're going to fix that to where if they're too far outside, it'll go to a split camera. I just don't think they know yet. You know, they built the game from the ground up. So there's a few little things like that, and they've been making these like little fixes, and I think that'll be one of the fixes that come in soon. What's funny is if she took her up just a little bit up the thing, it would split the camera. But as long as they stay just on the outside, it doesn't. Here we go, double team move from Kez and Jane. Kylee goes up, Kylee goes down, Jane up to the top rope. Don't know if Kylee sees her or not. Cross body. Doesn't go for the pin, though, and tags Kez right back in. Kylee slowly getting back to her feet. Kez helps her out, picks her up, and Kylee fights through it. But you can see the size difference right there. Even up on her shoulders, Kylee could still almost touch the ground. Reverses the reversal, Scorpion Death Drop, and quickly gets Jade back in. So looking like they're trying to conserve their energy, which is really smart at this point of the match. And here comes one of the craziest submission moves you will see in TSW Wrestling. Lets her out of it pretty quick, though, so Shyanne doesn't get in. Now goes for the pin. 1. And only a 1 count. Remember, the winner of this match will be the brand new TSW Women's Champions. And then we will be down to our final 2 matches of the night. Rolls her leg again. But Shyanne right there, wrong part of the ring to roll her up. And brings her back into the corner. Looks like she'll try to get her partner in. Kylee, though, fights through it. And gets her up, stands her up, almost looks exactly like Goldberg's finishing move. Not quite it, but looks like it. Jackknife powerbomb, but just without the pin. There it is, Jade's finishing move. Big DDT. She is in the right side to give Kezzaboo a chance to stop Kylee from coming over, but couldn't get back around. She crawls up to the top, throws Kylee out, and I'm telling you, if it was me right now, I would try to pin. I would have went for the pin right there, and that might have been it. Shyanne grabbing her face. Jane jumps, cross bodies. Is she going to roll her up this time? Nope, starts laying the boots. Shyanne catches her. Corkscrew takedown. And now hits her with the 8-second ride. Goes to roll her up. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. And the Boom Squad will retain the TSW Tag Team titles. That was very, very close.
Here are your winners and still the Women's Tag Team Champions, the nWo.
The nWo retain the women's tag team titles. But that was a hell of a match. But that also kind of shows you why Shyanne is the world title holder. She is 11-0 in title matches in singles. She has never lost a singles title match, not one time. She has had to get rid of or forfeit, but she has never lost a singles title match. She has lost the tag title matches, though. So this is crazy. The brand new model of Tidy News making her debut in the vacated TSW Women's Intercontinental title bout with Phoenix. Mimi's going to escort Phoenix down to the ring, but Tidy News making her debut. Quite a different look for Tidy News as well. So that should be interesting. Not sure how we're going to do this yet. When you look right now in our universe, we have Raw and SmackDown, right? And we have TSW. It's not a complete TSW only world, so we are still tracking what happens on the Raws and the SmackDowns, right? They have a pay-per-view coming up, and I haven't decided how we're going to start doing some of the pay-per-views. What I think we're going to do, and maybe you guys can put your 2 cents in as well. What I think we're going to do is have like 8 pure TSW pay-per-views. And we'll have 8 pure Raw, SmackDown pay-per-views, which we won't watch, right? We'll track them. We won't watch them. And then we'll have 4 combined pay-per-views, like a Money in the Bank, a Royal Rumble, kind of stuff like that. We'll see what happens. Who knows?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from New York, Fenwick.
Phoenix making her way down to the ring, getting a shot at the vacated TSW Women's Intercontinental title. And the reason for that is Shyanne, who was the current TSW Intercontinental title holder, won the world title in the last Thursday against Aussie. So she had to vacate the title, the Intercontinental title, and now it is on the line here tonight. So either way it goes, we'll have a brand new Intercontinental champion.
And from Los Angeles, California, Tidy News.
Tidy News making her way down to the ring in her debut for this season with an all-new character model. Yeah, Phoenix, one of my favorites too. You know what's funny? You start tweaking and doing this and doing that and doing all this stuff. I start liking all of them. I like the version of Jane better. I like the version of Tidy News better. I like GC Rock's version better. 50-50 on Recon Delta, if I like which one I like better. Yeah, it does. So no matter what happens here tonight, we will have a brand new Women's Intercontinental title holder crowned. A brand new champion. Right now, Phoenix off to a really fast start. But Tidy gets that turned back around. Like a reverse falling neck breaker. And letting the feet fly. Finally gets her knocked off her feet with the right hand. I don't even know. I think they call it the tarantula in real life. And it was a move that was made famous by Tajiri If you remember Tajiri from the WWE long time ago. I always liked Tajiri. But for a little bit, he had a move that he called the tarantula, which was done in the corner off the ropes like that. I am a wealth of useless wrestling knowledge from the past. The new stuff, no idea what's going on. I have an idea, but I don't. Yep, that is what that is. That is the tarantula. Yep. That was actually one of Tajiri's finishing moves. But it doesn't look like that version is an actual submission hold, so who knows? Yeah. Yeah. Phoenix, though, looked like she really wants this title belt. Before, in the last game, it was like the television title was hers. Maybe it's going to be the Intercontinental belt in this go-around. You could. You absolutely could. Yeah, Rowdy knows quite a bit too. I've noticed that. Yeah, it is funny. So, like, I know the moves, like the real move names. There's a lot of them that I choose not to say correctly because I think it's hilarious. Takes her up, brings her back down. Now, not her finishing move, but I do think that's what sets up her finishing move, too. Hey, and I'm not trying to say, oh, I make the best wrestlers, but what I am saying is I watch a lot of the other guys, the bigger channels at 200-something thousand subscribers, and I look at the wrestlers and what we've done here and what they do overall. I mean, overall. I think our wrestlers look better. I go and make sure there's going to be 75 wrestlers that no two wrestlers have the same finishing move. I try to make sure that the entrances are different. Don't get me wrong, we're running out of things to do. And the problem that we're having with this one is like the Titantron and different stuff, because most of their things have names, and I don't want it to be all WWE stuff, you know what I mean? So, there is that. We do have some limitations. And, oh my goodness, Phoenix doing the second version of the Pebble Buster on Tiny News, and now picking her up for her finishing move called From the Ashes. This could be it, and we could be crowning a brand new Intercontinental title holder right now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not 3. 1, 2, not so much. Whoa. Phoenix sucked just enough. She did that. Oh, takes a boot to the face. Tiny News starting to get this turned around. Phoenix sees her coming, but it doesn't even matter. Tiny delivers some bad news down on Phoenix's scunion and continues to deliver that news. 1, 2, and gets a 2 count back onto Phoenix. Holy Moses. Yeah, I will definitely check that out. And I got to tell you, like, I've never not known how wrestling worked. Never, not even as a kid. I always knew how it worked. But I love it. That's the side. I love the storylines. I love writing the storylines. I love being a part of doing that kind of thing. If I had my dream job, it would be writing wrestling storylines. That'd be it. I mean, maybe announcing, but, like, really, it'd be writing wrestling storylines. Helping to put on the shows that you see now, and I think what we do like is a lot more entertaining than some others. And that might be it. 2, 3, Starts spreading the news. Toddy hits Phoenix with her finishing move. Comes back almost like a Phoenix because I thought it was over. And comes back to win in her debut match. Yeah, I went on to Peacock and started watching the Nitros over, and then watching the corresponding pay-per-views when they came up. I haven't made it to when they started. Congratulations, real quick, man, guys. Congratulations goes out to Tidy News, the new Intercontinental Women's Champion. But yeah, I went back and I've been watching the Nitros and kind of reliving the WCW when the NWO was formed. So the Nitro after the 1995 Bash at the Beach. So, all right, guys, here we go. This is for the #1 contender spot. Who is going to be able to challenge, boom, the new world champion? Which could be as soon as the pay-per-view, to be honest. We're going to have this. We got Monday Night Wrestling. We have Thursday Night Wrestling. And then there is a pay-per-view. I don't know if I'm going to split that up. It's Money in the Bank, so it might be. We'll see what happens. Trying to, like I said, I'm trying to get her figured out. You know what I mean? I don't know if we should just do 12 exclusive TSW pay-per-views or do 8 exclusive TSW pay-per-views and have 4 combined with WWE wrestlers from SmackDown and Raw. And I'm going to tell you, in my universe, everybody, like the Hogans and the Steve Austins and everybody is in that. Most of them wrestle on SmackDown. And we might combine those 2 shows eventually too. I don't know. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff that we could do. I'll have to try it out. I'm not I used to be a huge beer drinker, and now I'm a whiskey guy. Matter of fact, that's what's in this cup. Yep. Big fan of whiskey. So, but yeah, this should be interesting. So all of Rowdy's movesets, again, I'm going to explain it one more time. What I did is I downloaded Rowdy's Wrestler that he uploaded. They look very similar, but the tattoos are a little bit different. Size is a little bit different. So what I did is I downloaded Rowdy's Wrestler. I took all the stuff that Rowdy did, all of the movesets, everything, and I put it onto the one that I did. So I didn't have to redo face textures and stuff like that. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love me some Jack Daniels. I drink most of my bourbon straight. Not out of that cup, I don't. But I drink most of it straight. When I do these, I mix it with a little Coke. So, I love the entrance, different entrance things we've got going on.
One fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Doom Brigade from Leeds, England, weighing in at 269 pounds, the Destroyer.
Whiskey for the win. Look at this. I did not even realize Max is your Intercontinental Champion, Herbie is your television title holder, and the head of Doom doesn't have a title. But if he can win this, he will be the #1 contender and have a shot one-on-one with Boom for the world title.
And his opponent, representing the 4 Horsemen, from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 308 pounds, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hunt.
Yep, that's how I drink it, on the rocks. Actually, I always order it. It's funny. I always order, I'm like, yeah, I need Crown and Ice, or I need Buffalo Trace and Ice, or I need Jack Daniels and Ice. And they're like, you mean on the rocks? And I'm like, no, rocks are bad for your teeth. I just need ice. I can be a smart aleck too. Now, I won't joke before my food gets ordered. We're not having that. I won't even send my food back. So I couldn't make them all do this, but I could make them do this kind of enough to where close enough for government work. You know what I mean? Rowdy. I know. Rowdy and Recon getting ready to figure out who is going to be the #1 contender to the world title. And on Thursday night, we are also going to determine who the men's Money in the Bank winner is. And that's going to make it awfully dangerous for the world title holders. Tonight, we figured it out for the women. It's going to be Miss Nightmare, and she can cash that in at any time. Come Thursday, we will figure it out for the men. Because who knows? Like, you could be having, let's say Rowdy wins tonight. He's the #1 contender. We have that world title shot on Thursday. It's going to be the main event, you know. Now they're doing it. The first match, we determine somebody else is the Money in the Bank holder. That could completely change how that match goes down. Yeah, whiskey double. Always go double. I've always thought if one was good, if a single was good, doubles are better. Yeah, I'm always on a diet, you know what I mean? That's why I had to cut the Coke out. I'm a meatitarian on a diet. Monkey. So these two going back and forth. If their respective teams are going to get involved in this or not. So far, we haven't seen too many managers really get. That was quite the throw, but we haven't seen too many managers get involved in any of the matches. That could hold up tonight, or that could completely start changing. We don't even know. So main event, #1 contendership on the line right now. The winner of this match, I don't know what happened there, but Recon just said, I'm not going into those ropes. He said, I'm too drunk to taste that chicken. But Rowdy's like, whatever, I'll just deliver these right hands down on your scunion. Big clothesline, leaping clothesline, takes Rowdy down. Recon now trying to get back up on top of it, throws him into the corner. And going after that leg. I don't think Rowdy's got the figure 4 leg lock, but if he did, that would start to make it a little less and a little less effective. I had one of my lights go out, and now it's trying to come back on in a very weird fashion. I don't know. Weird. I'm going to pretend like that's not going on over there right now. It's changing colors and everything. Big pile driver. That might do it, even though that is not the finisher. But in true Arn Anderson fashion, Rowdy says, I am not done laying hands on this guy. 1, 2, and that would have been a quick turnaround. You could hear the crowd in the back. They kept counting to the 3. Puts Rowdy in a weird submission headlock. Rowdy, though, looks like he's fighting out of it. Recon lets him out of it. And now Rowdy catches that foot, corkscrews the knee. And big slam down onto the ground. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I was counting 3. But again, can we really trust the referee after the nWo match? Can he count even? We don't know. Rowdy now puts him up. Really in the camel clutch, but a modified version of the Steiner recliner, and that's it! Recon Delta taps out our brand new #1 contender, Rowdy. And Rowdy wasn't even going to let him out of it. That was like horseman move right there. Recon's tapping and tapping and tapping, and Rowdy's like, yeah, whatever. And tapping and tapping and tapping. Recon's like, whatever. And he's still tapping, and Rowdy's like, yeah, you can stop tapping. I'll let you out when I let you out. I got time to be paying attention to what you're doing. So Rowdy will get his shot at the world title against Boom. And guys, that is going to do it tonight for TSW Monday Night Wrestling. The 4 horsemen come out victorious. The outsiders picked up their win. It has been a crazy night. We've had the longest matches in TSW's history. I promise that will not happen again. We're not doing that. But we will figure out that match. I like the match, how it's set up. We just got to figure out something to do with it. Guys, still remember, if you haven't done it, share the video out there. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time that we go live. And we will catch you all in the next one. Love you all. Peace.